Alright, today's book from Shaman to Greene's shelf is Shamans and Shamanism. A nice little overview of theory and a huge bibliography, historiography of the craft, with some keynotes, if people will remain silent long enough for me to review it. I'll use the term. Let's go over some keynotes and key terms. Reports contain phrases like dead to the world as if dead, paroxysm of unconscious and powerlessness, those who lived in an age that feared apparent death, that condition in which the body's vital signs are negligible or seem non-existent, could hardly begin to conceive of such an imbalanced mind-body relationship. Shamans also used interchangeably with other terms. This way, early understandings of the phenomenon conceived of it as a large theatrical performance that involved a great amount of audio and visual manipulation. It was mainly centered on the individual who could achieve miraculous, namely becoming dead. It's a literary term. Exotic otherness, so-called primitive traits. Okay, let's be very quiet, please. The accomplished Navajo shaman must be a man of superior memory and of great intellectual industry. It is perhaps the only remaining and enduring type of culture extended from the remote, probably from Paleolithic times to date. The magic was based on the laws of sympathy. Magic and magical techniques employed by shamans were really just technical acts that had the goal of altering the world. Very important function for the human psyche, relieving anxiety, improve the individual's or culture's control over nature. The notion of basic personality structures placed cultural integration as a focal point, acting as a common denominator of the personalities of the individuals who participated in the culture, or archetypes. Furthermore, it attempted to comprehend the causal relationship between culture and personality, rather than taking it for granted, as cultural patterning had done. Techniques produce an integrated personality structure of the culture. School also largely reduced defining criteria of the phenomenon to a universal modality personality trait, one that can be compared to other personality traits, or archetypes. Thus, Bauu used a Rorschach test to study Apache shaman's personality as compared to non-shaman. The very dialectic of the sacred tends to indefinitely repeat a series of archetypes, so that hierophany realized at a certain historical moment is structurally equivalent to a hierophany 1,000 years earlier or later. Now, famous book, Masked Gods. But as an authentic white shaman, I object to that term. All races around the planet have always had shaman. They all began that way. It's foolish to say that there's no such thing as a white shaman. And of course, they can exist today. It's an evolving craft that continues to this day. There are many people around called shaman who are worth their salt, no doubt, and write good books. And I've read several. Heart Vision Shamanic Journey reclaims their power, resolves trauma of past life issues, relieves lost soul qualities. We become participants in our own personal mythology, as I'm being disturbed by people who have a little problem with shamanism. Are modern day representatives of an ancient lineage of sacred knowledge of universal laws, ceremonial alchemy, healing techniques, alignment and communication with the elements of nature, magic, controlling, dreaming, spiritual awakening, and determination. Like the Sufi, Druidic, Celtic, Tibetan, great power, sweet medicine, Sundance paths, etc. Involves healing, manipulate weather, which are considered both good and bad, manipulate their appearance, and can lose their special abilities if particular physical and metaphysical precautions are not taken. Let's have a look at the books listed. no right to condescend to or overly criticize or object to the reading of such material. It's obviously very academic stuff and very interesting, especially if you're a fan of the psychological arts.